Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's Dembele. That's a sharp pass. Now there's a fine ball. He's having a shot! Goal! Santos! The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, it's Dembele. Looking for options for movement. He's found a way through. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Neymar.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's taking no chances there.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. This is a promising build-up. Oh, now he's gone for goal! Oh, what? Messi! Oh, he's having a go! Georgie Best! Amazing! That is a gem! An absolute gem! AC Milan are all square. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. Exactly what you want from a big game.
Dani Olmo, Best.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
And it's Rijkaard. Spread to the right. Marquinhos. Threads one in. Goulet. Oh, it's Dembele. Best. Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Oh, that's ambitious. And kept out by the elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Beckham to take it as usual. That's a decent clearance.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
As it's time to announce
Some
today's
first-half
winning lottery
thoughts?
numbers.
Milan really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Back on the way then.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And here's Dani Olmo. And it's Olmo. Dani Olmo really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, it's Dembele. Beckham. That's surely a foul, free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Oh, it's Dembele. Now it's Neymar. Rijkaard. To Beckham. Silvestre is one whose deliveries we all know about. Dani Olmo goes for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan have their second corner now. Upamecano attempts a clearance. He's on it, can he get away? He's shifting through the gears here. And now they can spring out of defence. Goulet. Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Lovely feet. That's been drilled in. Kimmich. Musiala. Kimmich. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Musiala makes a move down the right.
Santos clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
This is Dembele. Marquez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he shoots! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Best can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Substitution for Santos. Number 42.
Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Coming on the field, number 22, Dani Olmo.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Milan, they huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Best voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
For a special presentation
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Milan certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Things already rolling. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And here's Ibrahimovic. And this is Van Nistelrooy. He's gone for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Van Nistelrooy really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Beckham, a player who needs no introduction. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Beckham to take it as usual. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Isak over to the right flank. Silvestre. Beckham. That's going wide left. And it's Beckham. Shot a goal! Koundé clears. Now it's Isak. Well timed, excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now this could be a chance. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Tries to play it through. Oh, just skips past his... Real chance! There it is! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Madrid, Ibrahimovic! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Marquez. Cannavaro.
There
It's
will be 1
Rijkaard.
minute added time.
Pass is coming off in quick... Tries from a long way out. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Milan
Just a quick
unable
reminder
to get
today,
back onto
please
level terms
refrain
before
from parking
half-time. They
outside
trail
this
1-0.
stadium. Thank you very much for
Well,
your
let's not beat
cooperation.
about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That has not gone well. And that is a little undercooked. Vermin. Oh, good-looking ball. Van Nistelrooy receives it in a good... He'll try from distance! And will be quick to recover this. And that was very necessary. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And back it goes.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And he's managed to get rid.
For this match was
He's there to retrieve it.
81,007.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Now it's Isak. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
Substitution for Milan. Number 20.
So we have
George Best.
movement on both
Coming on
benches.
to replace
Well,
him
Peter, I
is
don't think there's anything
number
tactical or
21,
injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a
Substitution in
goal.
progress.
He's picked his way through. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Van Nistelrooy. And that's really well manoeuvred. Vinicius Junior. That's destined for the flank. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. And it's Ibrahimovic. Great vision. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And it's been hooked away. Silvestre. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Torres. He's on it, can he get away? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Milan really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Substitution for Milan. Number 17.
So
Bellingham.
changes afoot here,
Number
and
6.
from both sides.
Rijkaard. Number 25. Van Nistelrooy. Coming on
He's
the
had a
field.
fair tumble under that challenge.
Number 19. Messi.
Milan have
Number
now used up
14,
all but one
Pep
of their
Guardiola.
substitution
Number
windows.
24.
Saint-Maximin shoots!
Substitutions taking place.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Saint-Maximin actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Keeper's dealt with that. Knocks it out wide. Oh, super. Can he finish? Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking
Added
pretty
minutes
good
have been
for them
indicated.
now. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
So is that the decisive goal? He's going for goal! And with that, the end. Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Well, after all of that,
Please
Jim,
turn your
what are you
attention
thinking?
to the screen
Well, there
for
was a
information
distinct lack of
provided by the local
clarity or
police.
commitment in everything the players were trying to...
State of mind that the only time I wasted
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
Yeah, he'll certainly... It's Ibrahimovic! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Beckham. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Doué proves just a little bit too strong. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And it's Neymar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that has left him in a heap. Milan currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the... He's having a pop! But he's left disappointed.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
That is good alertness. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Olise. Olise gets on his bike and on the move. Rijkaard. Marquinhos. And it's Neymar. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's destined for the flank. And that's played in low. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's Ibrahimovic. That's good running with the ball. Pinches it off him. Oh, it's come loose. Marquez. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Milan just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
A very special birthday.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Doué going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, this is intriguing.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
Diaz. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's looking wide.
The attendance for this
Best
match was
will not want to lose out here,
80,607.
not against this opponent. Ball's gone out of play. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they...
Ibrahimovic! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Beckham, ready to try one. Beckham! Beckham standing over it. Silvestre. Your impression so far, Jim? Oh, they could be caught out here. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Beckham, and that's a good ball. It's Ibrahimovic!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Threads one in, and this is Hazard. Hazard! And that is wildly off target.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 6, Rijkaard. Number 19, Messi. Number 11, Ibrahimovic.
It's a good ball out wide.
Number 20, George Best. Number 18, Neymar.
Oh, he's played it in low.
Coming on the field, number 15.
They may end up with some
Conte.
regret with this
Number
tactic,
24,
but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Number 10, Batistuta. Number 9, Shevchenko.
Elise.
Number 26.
Oh, that's
Dani
nice.
Olmo.
And it's Rijkaard. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Eric Garcia. Milan moments now away from seeing this one out. Elise. Marquez, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Please take this opportunity
Your
to
reflections
pay a
then,
visit to our
Jim.
official store
Well, I'm sure
where
this wasn't in the
memorabilia from
game
today's
plan,
match are
the
now
idea
available.
of defending a 1-0 lead, Peter, from before the break. But I suppose they were never really in danger, so there was no need to disengage the handbrake in the end.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Against Portugal.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So straight into the action. And that interception was most necessary. Messi! And for a moment, time stood still.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well, for me, Jim, this one was always going to be about just one man. Always has been, always will be.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, guy seemingly unbound by normal human limits.
Nothing is impossible, or perhaps it should be impossible as nothing.
Precisely. So to all that are with us, welcome to Zlatan. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. It's a searching pass. Bellingham. He's had it taken off him. Looking for the run. Spread neatly. Cannavaro tries to clear. Portugal have it back and can go again. So it is still 0-0. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Del Piero. It's out for a goal kick. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Silvestre, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Ibrahimovic, now it's Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Best. Oh, facing up to... He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. Beckham considers his options.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Oh, crossbar! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
Threads one in. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. And he's there to belt it away. And he was quick to react. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Ibrahimovic.
Oh, really well played.
Silvestre did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, and I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Beckham, a player who needs no introduction. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, that's well seen too. Rijkaard. Beckham. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Best can so cleverly bypass the press. Bellingham is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Big chance! And the ball's come loose here. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, it's a great ball here. And he can clear it away. Now, who's going to be first to this? Played into space. Oh, greatly! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Marquinhos. Rijkaard. And it's Bellingham. That's a little off target. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's run loose here. Bellingham. Marquez. Now, can they get him away? And Silvestre.